What up, guys? How are y'all doing? It's your boy Nerdy Red 23. I'm here to talk about Prince releasing his eighth album, Parade, Prince and the Revolution Parade, of March 31st of 1986. Happy 39 years to this album. It's almost going to be 4 years old next year in 2026. And this album is a classic, and it features a very amazing song, Kiss, on here, and Under the Cherry Moon. Classics, man. This is a classic album by Prince. Whoo, look at that. Super dope. I'll show y'all the LP. You got songs like I Wonder You, Under the Cherry Moon, Christopher Tracy's Parade, Girls and Boys, Life Can Be So Nice, Venus, Milo, and New Position. And of course, Kiss is on here, Mountains, Do You Lie, Another Lover, Holding Your Head, Another Lover, Holding Your Head, and Sometimes It Snows in April. All classics on here. This is a classic LP right here. Shoot, for being almost 40 years old, and it's 39 years old today, this is a classic forever. No doubt about it. Love this album by Prince. Especially Kiss. No, that's definitely a classic. So, it was released through Paisley Park Records and Warner Brother Records. And, of course, it's also the, it is his third and final album where the revolution is billed. And it was also the soundtrack album of the film, the 1986 film, Under the Cherry Moon, directed and by starring Prince. And, of course, singles were released as well, Kiss and Mountains and Another Lover Holding Your Head and Girls and Boys. And the album eschews the guitar and rock elements of Prince's 1984 album Purple Rain in favor of the psychedelic pop style he explored on Around the World in a Day of the year of 85. And austerely produced funk and soundtrack albums after the critical disappointment of his 1985 Around the World in a Day. The album Parade was released to acclaim from music critics. Kiss reached the number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100. Parade was certified platinum by the Recording Industry Association of America in the year of 1986 of the month of June, and it was named as one of the best albums of the year 1986 by the Village Voice and NME magazine, who named it their album of the year. And more to it, Parade is I already mentioned it eschews the guitar and rock elements. Eschews the guitar and rock elements of Prince's 1984 album Purple Rain in favor of the neo-psychedelic style he explored on Around the World in a Day. So, more to it. The people acclaim from the music critics who viewed it as a creative comeback after the critical disappointment of Around the World in a Day, and then it comes to contemporary review for the New York Times, and John Rockwell said that the album succeeds in part because of the more aggressive songs in which Prince chooses to play up the black side of his multifaceted musical sensibility, and the Sunday Times found its musical scope stunning, and the Detroit Free Press called the album a confirmation of Prince's place as a superior melodist, arranger, and player, as well as a celebration of his creativity. And commercially, the album charted at number 3 on the pop chart and at number 2 on the R&B chart, while selling 1 million copies in the U.S. It also garnered him a new commercial audience in Europe and sold 2 million copies internationally. The album finished 25th in the voting for the Village Voices annual Paz and Jop Critics poll. Chris Stogue, the poll's creator, ranked it as the 33rd best album of the year on his own list. And NME magazine named it their album of the year of 1986 at the time. And retrospective review for AllMusic, Stephen Thomas Erlewine viewed Parade as a musically diverse near masterpiece that is given depth by Prince's weird religious and sexual metaphors. Simon Price later wrote in The Guardian that it was the sound of Prince at his most effortless and assured, cohesive, and ice cream cool. Nobody would guess it was a soundtrack for a subpar film, and it has Kiss on it. And a less enthusiastic review for Entertainment Weekly, David Brown said that the record's ornate ballads and inconsistent material made it more self-indulgent than Around the World in a Day. You know, no doubt about people what they say. This album is still dope, and of course, Around the World in a Day is a dope one too. The movie will be a classic. The album's a classic, especially with the Revolution. What is your favorite song off the album? Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe and comment. Follow your boy NerdyRed23 for more. I'll be glad to return for the next one. God bless and stay safe, y'all. Keep bumping this album by Prince on your turntables.